What's up guys, welcome back to the video. In today's video I'm actually doing a voiceover, so there's not going to be any game sounds or anything, and this is going to be voiceover, and I want to focus on a PvP, and I want to focus mainly on bow spamming, and what bow spamming is. So right here, this is sometimes considered bow spam, but when you look at this, I pulled my bow back almost full. That one was pretty much a fully pulled back bow shot. One more look at it right here. Now this is technically not bow spamming, because bow spamming, if you guys don't know, means more than a couple shots. It's spamming, you know, like there's a lot of them, and it's mainly like half charges to short charges. Like if I like that right there was, I kind of wanted to give you guys an example. That was kind of a little bit of bow spamming. But look, in this situation, he got some combos on me, right? But I don't consider that bow spamming what I did right there, just because when you look at that, Alex got a bunch of combos on me. And I knew I wasn't in a good situation, so to break it up, I used one bow shot because that got him out of you know, his groove. Now the thing that many people will say is that it is bow spam, and the thing is if this was the PC, it would be bow spam because we do not have rods. Now if we had fishing rods and could knock people back and stuff, it'd be a different story. But since we don't have that stuff, I think that using the bow to create separation is very needed, and I feel like it should be something that most people implement, because honestly, if PvP is just rushing into someone with a sword and not being able to use any secondaries and stuff, PvP is never going to be as cool as the PC PvP. But I just kind of recorded some games with Alex here and then got some good examples for stuff, and whenever I do, I kind of slow it down a little bit. But it's basically going to be a voiceover, and I'm going to commentate over some of the fights. But like this, that right there was not bow spam because Alex was a good, like, maybe 10 blocks away from me. So I decided to pull my bow back because he was falling back. And then I wasn't just going to let go of my bow shot, you know what I mean? So even if that hit, I don't consider that bow spam, because many people on the server, if you hit them once with the bow when they're charging at you like that, like what I did right here, they consider that bow spamming. Now, that right there is not bow spamming because look, I pulled my bow back fully right here on the first one. It was delayed, but still. Then I pulled it back. I only pulled about two, like, that was like a half charge, but it missed anyways. And I probably should have held that one a little bit longer. But I still don't consider that bow spamming because what I think about, I mean, you guys can call it bow spamming if you want, but what I think of bow spamming is when somebody hides in a corner and literally instead of hitting you with their sword, they decide to hit you with their bow. That's what I consider bow spamming. I don't consider bow spamming if all you do is when they're rushing at you, hit them with a couple of bow shots, you know? Because if there were rods in this game, it'd be different, because what a rod basically does in the PC is it allows you to create separation. It allows you to knock the person back a little bit to make it harder for them to hit you. It kind of gets them off of their groove. They get kind of messed up from it. You can't do that in Pocket Edition, so I think the bow is the best way to do that. If there were fishing rods, it'd be a different story, as I mentioned earlier, but I personally think that using the bow should be more appreciated in Pocket Edition, especially when we get the option to use it. But like right here, this is obviously not bow. I mean, I am shooting a lot of shots, but what most people consider bow spamming is when somebody's trying to rush at you, you just continuously use the bow. But here, like, okay, that was a perfect example right there. Let's slow that down. I rushed Alex, and he used a bow shot. Now, he could have easily hit me with his sword right here, but his bow shot actually messed me up. Like, it kind of made me kind of lose my focus a little bit. So I don't consider that bow spamming either, because one, he shot one fully or almost fully pulled back bow shot. I mean, he still kind of lost from it, but that right there, that was not a bow spam because I created the separation, and if I had a fishing rod, I would have used the fishing rod, but I didn't. So I decided to use the bow. It gives them some extra knockback. It kind of worries them a little bit, like, oh no, and stuff like that. So I really strongly don't think bow spamming is anywhere, like, most people don't even bow spam. Most people, not most people, but some people on CrazedCraft yell at other people for bow spamming. I get yelled at bow spamming all the time, but honestly, the definition of bow spamming is shooting a lot of shots. Like, that wasn't bow spam because, I mean, Alex was rushing me, but he was still a good amount away, and, I mean, I just wanted to throw his game off. But the definition of bow spamming, as I will mention 1,000 times, is really short shots when you're really close to the person just to be annoying. you know. But if you use it in a strategic way, I don't think that it should be looked upon as a bad thing, because bow spamming in the PC and Pocket Edition is kind of looked at as a cheap way to win. This is obviously not bow spam because he's in the water, and if I got anywhere near him, he probably would have been able to hit me, so I used the bow instead to just get some shots on him. Now this kind of this right here was a good example, I believe. So this is what bow spamming is right here. When you stand in the corner like that and you just try and bow them, when he easily, right here, he could have easily hit me with his sword. He could have easily hit me with his sword there, and easily hit me with his sword there, and it didn't even help him. But that's what bow spamming is, and that's what most people confuse it with. If you just pull back your bow once and hit the person, or even twice when they're rushing you, and then rush them, that's not bow spam. Like, that was a little bit, just because I barely pulled back my bow, and I will admit that that one was a little bit of a cheap shot, but I don't consider that bow spamming anyways. But let's honestly look at that move. Look at this. I knocked him off, and I completely jumped right over him. He got so confused, and then I got like I don't even know, I can't even count how many combos that was. That was brilliant. I had to slow it down on them, but yeah, oh my god, yeah. But basically what this video is I wanted to talk about how bow spamming works and what people kind of confuse bow spamming with, because honestly, I don't think that bow spamming is that much of an issue on Pocket Edition as it is on the PC. It's just like flint and steel spamming. If someone runs at you and you place a flint and steel right before they get to you, that's not flint and steel spamming. If you're running away and placing flint and steel behind you so they can't get anywhere near you, that's flint and steel spamming. It's the same thing with the bow. If you're not going to use it in an annoying way, like in all my kills here, where I killed Alex, I haven't used the bow when he was rushing me more than twice, unless if he was like 20 blocks away trying to rush me, then I think I used it 3 times in that scenario. But bow spamming, like right there, I had separation, so I tried hitting him with the bow shot because it's safer. And if you want to win the game, that's another thing. If you want to win the game, sometimes just do whatever you need to do. Don't obviously sit in a corner and bow spam. Use your weapon, use stuff like that. But don't be afraid to use your bow, just because most people on CrazedCraft will call you a bow spammer if you hit them with the bow shot. That's like right here, ready? Right, this is a perfect example. So he's like 10 blocks away and I hit him with the bow shot. Now I easily could have just rushed him with my sword, but I had 4 hearts. If he got a 2-hit combo on me, he would have killed me. So instead, I played it safe and I used the bow to kill him. Because Alex was at like 2 hearts before then, and the bow does like 2 hearts of damage, and so does the sword does like 2 hearts as well. But I'm here, he tried rushing me, and that obviously didn't work. But basically, guys, I want to do this series. It's going to be implemented into my 1v1 series, and I want to have different topics. Like, sometimes I might just commentate over the video just to make it more entertaining, because when I'm PvPing, I usually like to focus and be quiet, so doing a voiceover could be kind of cool. And another thing that I want to do is kind of get more people on here. If you guys have any topics that you want me to talk about, like I talked about bow spamming this, like right here, this I do not consider bow spamming, because I would have killed him with it, and I was at 8 hearts. 8 hearts. That was basically just to kind of mess with him there, honestly. Then I was just like, you know, Alex, you're gonna get a bow shot to the leg, but that obviously didn't work. So yeah, but like that's not bow spamming, because he literally, I mean, I slowed that down horribly, but he rushed at me, and I already had my bow pulled back before he rushed me. I had no idea he was going to rush at me, and I wasn't just going to let go of my bow, because if you guys don't know, if you have a pulled back bow, it is hard to let go of it in Pocket Edition. You literally have to shoot your bow to let go of it, and I'm not going to shoot it in a random direction just because he's charging me, you know what I mean? But regardless of the fact, I mean, I still won that one, but it doesn't, winning and losing doesn't matter in this series. I mean, obviously it does, because we're 1v1ing and I'd like to win every game, but this series was more for just showing you guys some examples of what bow spamming is and what bow spamming isn't. If you guys have opinions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like this right here. Okay, there was a really good example in a little bit. I don't know if it was this match or if it's another one, but there's a really good example. Or actually, I think I didn't even save that. I think I deleted that one. Yeah, I honestly don't know, but anyways, oh my god, I remember this. Alex was trying to hit the ground, like he was trying to hit my feet. Holy Moses. But, yeah, anyways, I think, I don't know if it was in any of these matches, but I honestly think that lots of people on CrazedCraft and PvPers in general need to chill with the bow spam. Not, like, calling people out on bow spam. Like this, people just get salty when people use bows on them. And it was in this game, actually, that Alex destroyed me, I believe. I mean, I don't want to say that because right now I'm kind of destroying him, but... Anyways, I don't know if I kept it. I really think I did. Anyways, bow spamming, again, as I'm going to mention again, is really... Oh my god, that PvP right there is short shots. Short little shots when you're, like, just because you want to be kind of annoying, I guess. But when you're just using the bow just to hit the person, to use it as, like, a strat to get them off their game or something like that, that I don't consider bad. And yeah, but this is actually really good on Alex's part. So look, I missed that bow shot that I almost pulled back all the way. Honestly, most of my shots I don't pull back all the way just because I'm not used to using a bow, so it's kind of... But look, I'm really low right here, and Alex was trying to rush me, but I was pulling my bow back as far, like, all the way. That last one I didn't, but in those ones right here, that was a medium shot, almost full. That was a medium shot, almost full. That was a fully pulled back bow shot. And look how many hits Alex took. He was a lot. He had a lot more health than I did. That one was a bow spam shot right there. That one was. But I used that because I knew if I rushed Alex, I would have had to get like a 4-hit combo on him before he could hit me one time. You know what I mean? So I used the bow to my advantage to see if I could get a bow kill on him instead. And obviously, I did bow spam a little bit at the end there just because... In PvP, you always, you know, mess up a little bit. Even the best PvPers on PC and stuff end up bow spamming a little bit during one point of their PvP, you know, fight and all that. Just because if you... As I mentioned earlier, if you have the bow pulled back in Pocket Edition, you can't just switch to your #1 slot. You have to let go of the bow. So that's basic. You have to shoot the bow, basically, or else sometimes it takes forever. Oh my god, I hate how we do this. Manny and I started doing it too. We're like scared to engage. It's kind of funny though. But leave your opinions in the comment section below. This isn't meant to, you know, say anything about the way you PvP or... anything like that. This is just what I think because I've been getting a lot of stuff about bow spamming on CrazedCraft, and I just wanted to kind of clarify my opinions on it because I don't think it's as big of a deal as people make it seem because, yeah, I just think people are more salty that they're losing the game because someone has better strats than them. I really strongly think that that's kind of the case, but, regardless of the fact, if you guys want to see more of these kind of 1v1 videos, let me know in the comment section below. I think I have another example in here, maybe. Yeah, right here. Alright, so this is kind of... Okay. I'll slow down in a bit for you guys, and then we'll kind of talk about it. Alright, here we go. And then I actually managed killing Alex with the bow here, so... This is controversial right here. So I was rushing Alex. He hit me once. He hit me twice. Now, he could have easily hit me with his sword right there. But here, all of these were fully pulled back bow shots. And the thing with this is, if they did do a little bit more damage and so, but this right here is technically considered a bow spam. If you hit like more than 5 shots in a row on me to avoid dying and you're like running into the corner so I can't get to you and stuff, that's technically bow spamming. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please let me know by leaving a like and a comment. That's basically it for today's video. And if you guys want to see more of these, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me if you guys have any other topics you want me to talk about or PvP related that I could record with somebody else and stuff like that. Like maybe the lag on CrazedCraft servers and stuff. Maybe how ping works or quote-unquote ping or Wi-Fi connections and stuff work because that's kind of controversial too if you're hacking or not. Anyways, guys. Have a safe and enjoyable rest of the day. Leave a like if you want to see more of this series, guys. We're at 590 subscribers, and I thank you guys so much for that. Let's reach that big 600, because I've been in the 500 zone for a while. I really want to reach that 600 zone, guys. So please, leave a like, leave a comment, do all the stuff you guys have been doing, and expect a lot from me next week, because it's going to be spring break for me, so expect a lot. Anyways, guys, have a safe and enjoyable rest of the day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.